Alright, so, having given my prospective repeat client far more time than should be considered reasonable in order to get her shit together, show up here, and drop off material for her order, I've decided to commandeer the tables for myself again and bring you another project. This will be a shirt. And out of the material I have, which is potentially enough to make a shirt, I'm thinking of doing two, one long sleeve, one short sleeve. Out of these various materials, God, that's hideous. I thought to do a short sleeve Hawaiian shirt in these two. Blue with the white palm trees and the wherever the hell that is. That's enough for that. And a long sleeve to prepare for the harvest. Not sure which one of those I'm going to start on first, but those are the two I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do them both at the same time. Either way, these can set aside, unless I decide to do a Western shirt, which is the only reason that would exist. Maybe do that and yoke and shoulder it in the other harvest fabric. So there's the plan. 2 shirts. My wardrobe's getting more and more interesting every time I do one of these projects, so can start on that, well, once I clean up the place, so tomorrow. The air conditioner's running right now, not sure how bad that's going to sound, but has to run to keep that needle down below 25, which is way too hot. It is filthy in here, time to clean up. Well, see if we can get it clean through the magic of editing. Now I know that works for you, but sadly it still takes me the same amount of time to clean. Alright, let's put a plan together as to how we're going to deal with this shirt. I'm going to turn up the air conditioning for a few minutes and I'll be able to film until I start sweating to death. Okay, we'll center that up. There we are. Yeah, it's about centered there. Best we're going to get. So, start with the pattern. Decide whether making the long sleeve or the short sleeve first, or making them both at the same time, or what. Now, shirt patterns, we got a lot of different options. Lots and lots and lots of options. Because I have like 3 different shirt patterns in here all put together. I think we're going to do the short sleeve first. We got the front plate. Sleeve plate. Back plate. Those are the big ones. What else we got here? Wow. A different front plate. That's for fitted. I'm not making it fitted. Different sleeve plate. Again, that's for fitted. Not making it fitted. Fitted work great if you're in shape. I am not. So we need that, and we need the collar pieces. What collar do we want to use, and what yoke do we want to use? That's all these little bits and pieces we got to deal with. So these aren't going to get used. front, sleeve, back. Those are the three we're going to use. The yoke. This is from the top of the back plate to the shoulder seams. We got that one. We got this one. And we got this one. Which one of these three do you think I should go for? I'm thinking this one. Match up with some of the other pieces. Make it easier. Again, this is for fitted and this was for a specific piece. And the collar. Top of the collar. This one here, because it's the biggest and it matches most of the other pieces. Back plate, I only got one back plate that I use for all of them. And that's fine. So the top of the collar, set. Bottom of the collar, the neck ring. Yeah. Again, we got two here with no seam allowance added to them and one with. Use the one with because I'm lazy. So there's our pattern laid out. Do this upside down for you. There's the bottom of the collar. There's the top of the collar. There's the yoke that goes on the back. Those are the three smaller pieces. The tedious ones. The rest are big and easy to just trace out and cut. So that's the pattern ready to go. Now we're doing short sleeve shirt first. Take all these and fold them up. We lay out these two pieces here and see which one's bigger, because that'll be the main body. If they're both the same size, we'll alternate piece by piece and make it really interesting looking. So this we got, let's see, it's 23 is 46 by, how long is it? Ooh, that's not as long as I would like. 46 by 41. And a little extra on the end, which I can do the collar and stuff from. 46 by 41. This one. I think this might be a bit bigger. Okay, yeah, we got 60 for 60 by 45. So yeah, looks like we'll do the main body out of this, and the sleeves and collar of this. That should make it interesting. I'll bring you back when I'm laying everything out, or tracing everything out and cutting it. So you've seen me lay out patterns and cut them before. So the first three big pieces, and the two front plates, the back plate, I've laid out and cut, and pinned to the dummy loosely. Next is going to be the yoke, the sleeves, and the collar, which are all going to be in the other material. I'll start with the sleeves. This is going to be interesting. Let's make sure you can see it. So you don't want to take the whole sleeve pattern, just the top half of it. So fold the plate in half. Use as much of this material as I can, so there. Okay. Yeah. Use as much of this material as I can, so wriggle it down into the bottom there on this cut edge. Mark it. The good thing about straight edges, straight lines like this, is you only need to mark the corners. And you can just use your straight edge when you're cutting to do the rest. Mark in the center, just keep it straight. It's the curves you actually have to chalk the whole goddamn way. As much of a pain as it is. Trace those out and I cut them. I'll wait until we get all the pieces cut before I start serging anything. But yeah, that's how you do the half-length sleeve. You just only do the top half of the pattern. Easy. There, ta-da. I'll lay out the other one, cut them both out, pin that up, and then I'll move on to the next piece. Yeah, starting to get an idea what this is going to look like. Definitely not the lines yet, but see the colors and patterns coming out. Only 5 pieces left to cut. They're all little ones. 2 of these, the lower collar, 2 of the upper collar, and 1 of the yoke. So I'll trace those out and cut them out and show you what it looks like when it's all pinned up. Alright, gotta shut some things down. You can actually hear what's going on. So I got all the pieces cut. They're sort of laid out where they're going to be on a dummy that don't fit the size of the piece I'm making. But I think the combination of the color of the collar, sleeves, and the yoke versus the main pieces kind of works together well. Next step is I'm going to serge those, so I'm going to have to uncover the serger. But I'll serge those and see what they look like cleaned up a little bit. Then we'll start with the assembly.